directed by Mary Harron. It's about an hour and 41 minutes long, and it stars Christian Bale, William Dafoe, Jared Leto, Chloe Sevigny, and Reese Witherspoon. So this movie is based on a novel that came out in 1991, and it's basically about a rich Wall Street guy who his name is Patrick Bateman, and he basically is trying to maintain a facade until one day he breaks down. So this man, he has like in the beginning of the movie you get a very detailed experience of what it is like to be him. He has very luxurious lifestyle. He has, like, money is of no, like, he doesn't have to worry about money. The food is like top master chef quality food. His skincare routine is like impeccable. He exercises, his body looks like sculpted, it's very, he's someone who's very, those things are good to have, but the thing that makes him the American Psycho is that he's narcissistic and self-absorbed to the point where he doesn't really care about others. He lacks empathy. He is just worried about keeping up his appearances, and now he's super self-aware, self-conscious, and very competitive in that he wants to be the best, and because being the best, being recognized as high status gives him validation, and like the validation gives him meaning, like gives his life meaning. And it's like he has everything that he needs. He doesn't really struggle for anything. His life is just very easy. And I read that the writer of the novel was trying to kind of show what life was like, I guess, for rich Wall Street guys during the 80s. Very lavish lifestyle, but like times 100. And that every like his personal life, like his connection to reality is solely based on the environment that he's in, which is parties and going to the best restaurants and like very superficial. And so that's the only thing that grounds him. But he himself he realizes that it's all fake and it's all very it's like he lives in this world just because that's what keeps him afloat, barely. But that's what this movie is about, him breaking down. And he basically becomes a serial killer. He goes around picking up, women off the street, pays them to come back to his place. But, at the end he drugs them and he kills him. And in many of the scenarios, the scenes where he kills these people, he's talking to them about, music and the whatever latest album, but he talks about it in a very eloquent way, and he's going behind their back with an axe or with whatever knife, and they're just talking to him, and he's in the background, and like talking to them, but then like getting ready to kill them, so it's yeah, he's like barely holding on, and like the reason why he is going around killing people is because, again, he lacks empathy, and so like he feels this emptiness and the pain that comes from that emptiness of just being in this world that to him has no meaning, and so he just wants to take it out on others by killing. And just, it's like he sees himself as a character, and he sees other people as like accessories to him and as to his own personal movie. Like he'll be doing things and he'll be looking at himself in the mirror and like posing, and yeah, so this whole movie is kind of like a satire on that lavish, superficial lifestyle. And at the end, it's kind of weird because this whole time everything seems like it's real, but at the very end you're kind of left doubting that maybe none of this happened and it was all in his head. But to him it was very real. Like at the end he's going, like, just everything starts to catch up to him, the police are following him, and there's this detective that's asking him questions about somebody that he killed, and it's like this hobby that he's had on the side is catching up to him, but then you're not sure if it was actually real or some of it was real. And so I'm left not sure, but maybe if I read the book you can, be sure. But from the movie, you're not really sure if it was just all in his head. But I feel like it's called American Psycho in a sense because I feel like a lot of people can kind of get to a point like this. Maybe not so extreme, but get to a point where it's like your life, in a sense, can become meaningless because you feel trapped in whatever environment you're in, and you feel like you're just doing things to live in this world, paying rent, paying, gas and all this, and you're just going to work just to survive, and it's like you feel like you're not really getting anywhere. And so from that, I feel like somebody can become this way, where you just, this angst, like this anger, and you can see it, I don't know, sometimes people driving, road rage, and it's like, I feel like it's not something that is like, I feel like anybody can become that if the right requirements are fulfilled. And you know, and it also has to do a lot with how you process things. But yeah, it was just interesting to kind of, you know, get that from the movie, that it's not something that is, you know, it's completely out there. But again, the movie is a satire on that, and an over exaggeration of something that I think anybody can go through. So this is another great movie in my opinion, and yeah, I recommend it, and thank you again for watching, and hope to see you again. Bye.